All right, so here we are getting back into the swing of things. Um, this is going to be a little bit different week than normal. I don't think that we're going to be able to practice drones because I want to be able to hit some program training. So this week I'm going to give you this video first. That's going to cover some basic, really simple, basic video editing. And I know this is going to be a really tough one because there's not a whole lot of free stuff that really does all the great things. And we don't have anything as a campus that's designated for this. Now, we'll start off by letting you know that we do have a Mac lab that is on campus, and you have availability as an RSU student to go to the Mac lab. They have hours posted, and you can go there and use those computers to video process. So if you don't want to fool with downloading programs or using cloud-based or doing trials, 100% get that. Right now, there's not a whole lot of products that I can offer for you as a remote learner, but I can offer you access to the Mac lab. They'll have the big enough machines that you can use. And really, you're going to be able to walk through most of these video editing softwares about the same. They're not a whole lot of differences. So when you get onto the Mac, it's not going to be a complete game changer. It is a little bit different to operate than a Windows. They have someone there that can help you get on and let you work through that. So that's available. If not, I'm going to show you 3 different options, I think is what I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you 3 different options that you can use, and let's just go from there. So let's jump to my screen. All right. So Windows Movie Maker, this particular product is a really good, easy to use processing program. The problem is that, and let me show you an output so you can see the problem. The problem is, you see that watermark? The watermark kind of ruins it. And I want to be able to showcase and highlight your work because I think y'all are going to do some great things. And unfortunately, this particular program puts a watermark on it. So if you just choose it to feel like this is the only choice you have and you want to use this one here, you can use it. It's got a marker on it. I won't take off for it, but I would hope that something with a watermark would be your last choice. So let me show you. I do want to show you this. So this one here is, and I'm just going to show you these 3, and then I'll do some stuff in the chimp. So the Adobe Premiere Rush, the Adobe product is a pretty good product. I don't think it's extremely intuitive. I don't think that it helps you produce your videos. I think it requires a lot from you to learn how to use all the different tools. It's extremely robust. It can do professional grade video editing. And I get it. There's a bunch of other programs that are a lot better suited for people who are making movies, making videos. And Adobe Premiere Rush may not be that one. And you're welcome to use whatever you have access to or whatever that you are familiar with. I just didn't want to leave you out there without some sort of instruction. So if you go to the Mac lab, this is the program you would likely use, is the Adobe Premiere Rush, because I believe they have that Adobe suite there loaded on those computers. If not, they'll have something similar to it, but I'm pretty sure that's what they've got loaded. All right, so we're going to lower that one down, and then we're going to pop onto this one, because I'm guessing that this one might be the one that's the most intuitive for new video editors. It is available online, so unfortunately, ones like this one here, the Windows Movie Maker, you've got to download that to your computer, and your computer has to have enough willpower. It's got to have enough oomph to be able to make your videos. And same thing with the Adobe products. So even if you considered using an Adobe trial version, I want you to keep in mind that Adobe is very, very, it's a big memory hog. So it's going to want to take as much memory and processing power that you have. And so if your computer is really just set up for going to school and internet usage, you're going to have some problems with some of these programs. If you're running off of a gaming system, you're probably going to have the right memory and processing power you need to operate it. Okay? So the cool thing about Clipchamp is an online-based video editing software. Okay? Clipchamp.com. So I'm actually going to walk through this for the first time. So I've never used this product, but I'm guessing it's going to be pretty similar to other products. And so we'll just kind of explore it together. I'm sure there's tons of YouTube videos and tutorials out there. Let's see if we can at least get you in and working on something. All right. Sign in feature here. I'm just going to go ahead and sign in with a Google sign in. Make it easy. Perfect. It looks like we're there. We're there at the home. And again, I've never used this before. We've got 2 features here. I was hoping to actually find something with some AI technology. And so we'll take a look at that as well. So let's just jump into this. Again, this is my first time on this program, but how hard can it be? So it looks like right off the bat, there's a quick tutorial. It's talking about adding transitions, which is great because you may want to put transitions in your movie. Got it. And I imagine that there will be, let's see what's got over here in this help. So it looks like this in this help and learning. This is kind of, I said, I was thinking imagine there would be some way for us to kind of walk through and get started. So again, look at all the stuff that's available. Just tons and tons of tutorials. So you should be able to walk through a lot of that stuff on your own. And let's just drag and drop something in here. Let's go to this one here. I'm going to grab a video. Let's grab this video, pop it in there, and see what happens. All right, so it looks like we have some video. What do we got to do with it? We got to drag it on the timeline. So most of these programs are pretty similar. I told you I've never used this before, but they all kind of act the same. You import a bunch of files because what happens is you can import more than one file. So I'm going to give you this as an example. If you have, I just showed a video. Where's my video here? Let's get rid of this. I just showed you this video where I'm going up into this. If you want to show this video going up, then you could drag and drop this video onto the set. And by having it on the left, you might want to drag it again. Why? Right there. I'll stop right there. I may want to drag and drop this same video. I want to cut it right here and then drag in the same video and put it in reverse. So that way it'll show what we just saw like this. Let's see if it'll show me like this in reverse. So if I wanted to fly in and fly out, that's what kind of makes it cool that they've allowed you to keep here this folder on the left of all your stuff. Because again, look, if you wanted to drop it in and throw a second version in, you could do that as well. So anytime that you highlight them, normally a quick delete button, that's what I just did. We'll delete them. This big bar here is how you move throughout the piece. And on some of these, I don't see one here, but on some of these, I'm using an arrow to move to the left. Some of them you'll see like a search on your Spotify or music player where you can search back, you'll see those same kind of, there you go, these features here. Was looking for it. Let's see what happens if I go over here and click back. It'll go back to the beginning of the clip that you had highlighted. So if you have two clips here, I'm sure this will work. If I am over here watching this piece, and I want to stop and go back, it should go back to the beginning of the clip. Whoop, it went all the way back to the beginning. So you're just going to have to mess around with that and see how that's going to help you. So basically what you're going to do in your video, probably the simplest things that you're going to do is cut. So let's see here. If we come in here and decide that we fly, let's take this flight up a little bit. Let's just get this going up just a couple more seconds. Let's say we wanted to stop there. Boom, let's stop right there. So once we've put the pause button on, you can see these other tools that line up, and we can just click that split, and now it's split it into two different sections. If that's all you wanted from that video clip, you could just go ahead and take that and delete it, and it would be gone. Remember, you have a undo here, or like anything, normally Control Z will also bring it back. So let's say you decide you've picked that, and then we're going to fly through this a little bit more. Okay, we want that right there. So now we're going to split this, and I don't want this anymore, so I'm going to delete that. And then I'm going to go till I say I don't want it no more. Okay, and that's kind of the end of that. That's where I want to stop. Boom. Now I'm going to click on this piece I don't want and click delete. Now I've got it. It left this space here, and it looks like you can delete the gap, or you can just grab it and slide it over till that line comes up and it touches. It's really up to you. Okay, a couple different ways to do it. So right off the bat, I'm really liking a lot of what's happening here. So let's just pop on and see if I can find transitions. Let me quick look and see. Okay, so we have some filters. Looks like we can add a lot of different filters. You can see that some of these upgraded ones we won't be able to touch. But wow, take a look at that. Bold and blue, retro, whatever. You can have a good time and work with the colors if that happens to work well. Gosh, if one of you are making an old Western video, there you go. So a lot of neat things in the filters and effects. Okay. Ooh, what's going on here? VHS. There we go. Back to some of my youthful days. All pretty cool stuff. Adjust colors and speed. So speed's kind of a good one here. Think about when you might have some flights that you want to speed up so it doesn't take up so much of your video. So now that we've done that, you saw this flight here was taking a really long time to get up the flight. So we're also going to increase that. There we go. We got a good speed there. Bring this one close to here. We're going to click up here and let's hit play and see what happens. So we've sped up our flight a little bit, and it's like we've gone into our second flight. Boom, there we go. Now we still need to find, I think I like that. Now we still need to find transitions. Here we go. There's a button that says transition. So how do we want to transition? We may not need to put it there. Let's just start and see what happens. Let's jump in here. Drag a transition. All right, let's see what we got. Okay, let's do a push right. So right there into the plus. Now the transition's placed. And let's just see what happens. Okay, so that was the transition. It wasn't really that good. Let's see if we can't fix that a second. See what happens if I click that. So you can make this timeline bigger, which is nothing more than a zoom. But let's just, so I clicked on that there, And let's look over here. I don't think I like that. Let's go to this circle. Let's go to this wipe one here. That did not work. All right, so let's go back here and find it on the left. Somehow I lost it. So add transition. All right, now let's see what happens. Okay, there you go. Not a really cool transition. I don't think it's that great, but whatever. That's not the point. You find out what you like. So let's be done with that. Let's jump up here. And I don't think I was prepared with an audio. I'm pretty sure that I don't think I have any audio. Oh, I got an audio right here. Let's do this. This is not really. Let's do this. This is y'all. This is no, I don't want that. No. I'm just gonna drag and drop and see if I can't get it over here. See if it lets me drag and drop. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I've got this military stuff that I'd use for funerals. That was at least I had something close by. All right, so let's throw this in here. And there's a bar down here on the bottom that you can move your timeline. And you can slide your audio where you want your audio to start. So whether you want it to start at the beginning or somewhere in the middle. And this could be something that you voiced over. Could be anything. The fade in, fade out. So instead of it getting really loud, maybe we might fade in over a couple of seconds and fade out so it doesn't just go abrupt. Let's do a couple seconds as well. And maybe y'all heard that. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Because there's music in there. See, so we're looking here at our music, and we have all this pause before the music starts. And so maybe if you picked a track that was royalty free, see how long it goes for. So we can. So let's stop in this track here. And this is funeral stuff, guys, so no crying. Let's see if I can split that. Perfect. And so I click the split button. I'm grabbing this and clicking and get this over here to the music. And I'm going to trim that out. And then I'm going to get rid of this piece here with the delete and then delete the space. And then I don't want all of this. So I'm going to get rid of some of this music. Let's say you were doing a song to where it's just right there, and hit clip. And I'm going to delete this, and now we've got the fades in there. So now let's go back to the beginning and see what happens. So the bugle comes in a little bit. Very bad audio, right? But I'm just trying to teach something. I should have prepared better, and I apologize. So that's kind of how you get your audio laid in there. And then you could jump back in with text. If you need to add some text, you should be able to put some front screens and back screens. Let's just do a title. And so once you have a title in there, let's see how you edit that. Bouncing title. We'll just keep it the way it is. And let's see if it lets me change. So my movie, perfect. We can kind of align it somewhere else. Looks like I can drag it and place it. Title of my movie, whatever I want. Looks like I can change colors. You can use color codes, so you can look up color codes of your, I don't know, if you like Dr. Pepper, look up the Dr. Pepper color codes. Whatever you like, change the colors to that. You can determine how long you want the duration. If you want it listed throughout the entire movie, it's just hovering over till you see the arrows and sliding where you want to go. And then I will look at one more. Oh, it looks like they have a lot of, okay. Let's get rid of this garbage. Let's get this. For real. We're going full on audio mix in here, okay? And we've got the fade in and fade out. Let's do this. Perfect. Go back to the start and hit play. We got to get back out of this. Really bad audio. I don't know what's wrong. But either way, that's what happens. I don't think it's anything to do with. Oop. Anyways, so that's how you brought some audio in. It looks like you can do add recording and text to speech if you wanted to narrate. Looks like they've got some cool templates here that allow you to start from somewhere. And I love I love that they have stuff in here. That's pretty cool. And then they got some video stock. So look, if you just want to jump in there, I think maybe that's what I'm going to give you the option, because one of the assignment I had for this week was to have you make a video. And now that I see that there is some movies in here, I want you just to kind of you can use whatever you want. You can take your iPhone and go make a movie. And I'm really looking for 30 seconds, okay? At least 30 seconds to a minute, nothing more. Just a quick, and I want you to put text, and I want you to put audio, and at least one transition. You can put as much time in this as you want or as little time in this. I want you just to get familiar with working in a video editing program. You could put some still photos in there. It looks like you can have a really good time and make a pretty nice video directly out of the Clipchamp website. Lots of cool graphics. Wow, that's pretty neat. I like that. Where do the graphics go? Graphics go here. And can I move them somewhere? Oh, what can I do with my graphics? Let's see what happens. Move my graphic into here. Oh, are you for real? How cool is that? So look at there. You can, if you're highlighting something and you want to put a name next to it, absolutely cool. So a lot of neat things that you can do in this program. And of course, all these brand kits are all in the paid version. So once you get done with that, so let's just call that our movie, and let's see how we produce our movie. First of all, I believe that we can, let's see if we can figure out a perfect way. I was trying to see if there's a way to save in case you can't do all your work in one sitting. I do not want to go back to home. Let's do this. Let's see what we got. Yeah, at least let's try to do it. I don't know if it'll do it. Let's do a 1080p. Looks like the 4K is the paid version. And let's see what happens here. Okay, so now it's making our movie. And I'm sure we can find a way to export that somewhere. I think what I'm going to have y'all do, it's going to be a lot easier for us to share these videos, to upload them to YouTube. There we go. We've got a video. That's good enough. We can get that file, either share it to your YouTube and share me your YouTube link, or you can send me this MP4 and save it wherever you want to. And so I'll just throw that on there. And now it's saved. Awesome. The only thing I didn't see while we were in there. Okay, so it looks like the cloud. Okay, cloud version of that is paid. All right, so you might have to fool around and see if there's a way to if there is a way that you can save your movie. Oh, look, it's there. Never mind. It did save it. So it saved it in your videos. It's already there and ready to go. All right, so let's look at this last one real quick because I'm running short on time. I don't want to keep on more than 30 minutes. Let's just see what we can do with this. Let's get started. Let's draw some media in here, and let's go over to this one here. Let's see if we can bring that same video or a similar video. Drag and drop. I'm just experimenting with you guys. Take a look at this. I've got media in here. I'm going to get started and just see what this AI does with my video. I have no idea. How about this? My movie too. Maybe that's what it's needing me to do. Get started. There we go. Playful fun. Okay. Let's have it choose for me, and let's hit landscape, and let's do 1 minute, and let's hit next, and let's look and see what it did. I don't know. So the video footage is really garbage. This was just a bunch of B-roll. So I sure don't think I want to keep that. I'm not sure AI did it real good justice. Look, if you had a video that, the difference between the B-roll is you're just taking a bunch of stuff and then you're going to patch it together. If you're actually filming something like you got a guy riding a skateboard doing jumps and you're filming him the whole time, I bet that AI video would work really well because it's assuming that most everything in the video is content that you would want to have. So there's a quick and easy look. I've kept it under 30 minutes of Clipchamp. I think that's going to be the best program for each of you to use during your video processing for your final project. And again, I will have you do this project to have at least text, one transition, and some audio. You can create those all your own and really get creative and make something wonderful. Use some of the footage you've already taken this semester, whatever you like. I would prefer that you use something that we could use to showcase our talents. So make it a nice little 30 seconds to 1 minute video clip of something powerful. But if you don't have access to that video, or you want to just take the shortcut and use some of the stuff that's already available on the Clipchamp, I would accept that. But hopefully you'll take the challenge to make a nice 30-second to 1 minute video. All right, that's going to be it on this lesson. And I will probably get with you one more time this week and start talking about PPK and RTK. So look forward to seeing your work.